What's going on, YouTube? This is Rod signing in. Well, as you can see, I have the table in. The pedestal mount is installed. And the table's working pretty good. It's a little low, but I anticipated it being right above my legs, so I kind of have to slide in and out. But you know, you have to do that with all tables, right? I don't want it too high because it just be weird too high. You know, I'll be sitting at it, eating, getting online, and all of that kind of stuff. And it breaks down real easy. I'm sure y'all seen that kind of table before in camper vans and mobile homes and RVs and boats, stuff like that. Like I said, this van actually came with several table holes. They weren't like the one that I salvaged from a wrecked van, a wrecked camper that was a Ford actually. That particular piece of aluminum was actually made in the USA. The aftermarket piece that I had to buy, I don't know if y'all can see this, let me get down. The aftermarket piece that I had to buy, as you can see, this mounted under there, of course was made in the overseas, made in China. And it's not quite as thick as that piece. I took the liberty of go ahead and reinforcing both of them with about a I don't know what, I guess is a 2/16 of an inch, or maybe 3/16 of JB Weld. Approximately, well, a little thicker than the piece itself. The JB Weld is on the inside on the weak points, the jointed, the points where I think where it might fail at. And I hadn't mounted this yet, but I'm trying to keep this thing steady for you. These are the mounting hardware. I'll take that and I'll mount that somewhere. Maybe under the, probably under the seat. I'll have that mounted. But the table's working good. I don't know if I can break that down and show everybody, but I was actually having a cup of afternoon coffee out of my favorite, well, one of my favorite coffee cups. Like I said, this piece of wood was one of the pieces that I had. As you can see, it has some character as I was working on this piece a little bit. I just hated to see a piece of wood like this go to waste. And it has character. I like to call this character. I hit it with some stain and some urethane. And like I said, it's not exactly just stone stable. It rocks a little, just a little bit. Just a little bit. What do I expect? That's not pushed in there, and it can turn. I don't know how I would use that application if I turned it like that, but I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, it turns. It's easy to get in and out when it turns like that. You know, my feet's not the smallest feet, so. I don't know if you can see the foot room down there. It's a little bit of foot room. But my foot, I have to turn my foot to get past the table. But other than that, the table's working fine. And it breaks down so easily, you just pull it apart. You know, this comes loose from the pedestal, and then it just all comes right out, no problem. So that table part is over and done, and we have that out the way. And pretty much the inside of the van pretty much is pretty much done. I took the liberty of adding a little tag that I had found. Actually, I bought that tag long time ago. I don't know if I was in Texas or I was somewhere out of town. I don't know. I think I was in a truck stop in Texas, and I bought that, and I wore it for quite some time on a previous vehicle. And I found out, I said, well, you know what? It'll fit perfect in there, and so I put it right there. Since I damaged the up and down mechanism for the, the spot back there, I think that's gonna make a great add. But like I said, most things inside, most of the things that are inside the van is pretty much done. The only thing I have to do now is just tidy up a little. I got behind this seat, actually the seat bench that I'm sitting on right now. I have to tidy up some things behind it. A few gaps that I inquired and when I was adding the insulation. I'm gonna silicone those gaps closed. They're pretty tight gaps. I just want everything sealed off. That's one thing I have to do. Everything else is pretty much sealed off. Yeah, pretty much, yeah, everything is sealed off. But I'll seal that area off, and I'm trying to see what else. Of course, both the seats down. I think I just need to buy the bolts. I'm gonna get some stainless steel bolts. The bolts that were originally there would actually work, but they're old, and I had to beat them. I had to damage them, removing that original seat that was in here. And I'm gonna go with, it's actually 4 that were holding that seat down, so I'm gonna go with 2 on this side and inside of that bottom of that bench, and 2 on that side. I'm gonna use the existing holes, and I'm gonna just drill up, and we'll find those existing holes, and we'll bolt them down like that. And after that's bolted in, I have the battery installed and my solar. But bolting those down, I don't think it's gonna hold me up. If they do, I'll just have to unbolt them if I need to make some mods, which I don't know, maybe I may not. I'm not gonna let that stop me from doing a few tours in the van. Going some places. I'm doing some boondocking. I got some campgrounds near here that I've actually yet to explore. I want to definitely get to those, and I'm not going to let that stop me because I'm not really anticipating this thing. I don't know when it'll be ready. It's technically, it can be ready right now, minus a few things that will come. But I'm not going to let that stop me anymore. I got it to far long enough to where I can actually get out there on the road, get out there on the street, and do what we do. I feel comfortable enough now. This thing is actually functional. Even if I just get the battery without the solar, I can charge that battery because I have a smart charger already. I can charge that battery, and I just won't be getting the power from the sun like I will be once the solar is in. But that won't, like I said, that won't hinder me from getting out there. I'm really antsy. I'm really itching to get out there, big time. I've been grounded for far too long now. But anyway, once you taste that freedom, you never forget it, and you just long for it to get back out there again. And so that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at right now. And check this out. When I talk about tidying up, that's one of the areas I was meaning. I'm gonna take a piece of 3/4 inch plywood and cover that up. I'm gonna stain it. I don't know if I don't anticipate. I thought about putting some hooks in there and maybe using it for like just to hang something. I don't know. Hang maybe 1 or 2 things, maybe a hat, something like that. Because I'm gonna move that rail. That's the rail thing that they used to use for a coat hanger, and it's a bar that stretches across. I'm definitely got to move that up higher. I thought about moving it up higher right there and attaching it to the plywood, that I'm gonna put right there. It just won't be plywood. It's that oak plywood. Oh, I thought about moving it up here, and I'm not gonna use the same bar. I want to use this a round bar. Maybe go to Home Depot. Maybe acquire or wherever I can find one that's long enough and strong enough. I don't want something that's weak. A mop handle or something like that. That's raw wood that I can go from there to there. That'll get, if I have to hang a coat or a shirt up, I believe that'll get it up higher. Only thing I'm worried about is it clearing right here. Or I could have it up here. I don't want it too far. I want to be able to hang something right there and still be able to use the table. You know, and those can just push back out the way. If there's a few coats, they'll hang like this. You know, they'll hang like that. Or I might just keep it back there, you know, and just raise it up back there. I gotta get a coat out here and do some freelance, just do some measurements, not with a tape or nothing. Just hold the coat up and say, okay, that's high enough. Or a button-up shirt. Somebody don't want to get wrinkles in it or something like that. But you know, that's no big deal. All my lights function. I have those. They're not LED lights, but they're like running lights, and I know I never did a video in here at night where you can really see the lighting, but all those have little bitty lights that light up all the way around it, and they're real neat. And of course, I gotta get back to the shower. I haven't forgot about that. It's already ready. The only thing the shower needs is the attachment that will go from the sink to the shower. You know, the pump and everything is working. So that's all it needs. And I've been looking at them, and I found quite a few. Some more expensive than others. Some more expensive than others. And that's all that shower needs. Then I'm gonna do another video on it with it operation with it operating. And I think Will Burson suggested one of those spray deals, like what you use to spray insecticides and stuff like that, or something like that. I guess you can spray a lot of many things. They've come a long way. They got battery powered ones and everything. You know, in case I want to use this thing outside of the van, or dealing with a power down scenario. I'm trying to conserve a lot of energy. That thing will work just on pressure alone. So that's definitely something I'm considering, and you know, they're a real good idea. I'm sure I would have to make some slight modifications to it to get it up to speed. Or, well, we'll see. We'll take it day by day. And I'm pretty sure that's going to be the permanent spot that cooler sits. It tucks right in there, no problem. And if I need to get from there back here, I'll just push it out the way or step over it. It's no big deal. And it gives me a convenient place to sit something. I don't know what, but it's there. So I might as well use it. But I think that's going to be the permanent location for it. There's nothing else that goes there anyway, so. The good old bucket boss deal here. I don't know if I'll roll with that design, or I'll modify it a little bit, like with an insert, a kitty litter on the inside with a 2.5 gallon in there, or I'll go with the bags. We hadn't got to that yet, but we definitely want to improve that system quite a bit. I don't think I'm going to deal with the porta potty with the chemicals and the water and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. We'll see. I consider that too. And of course, I can't say enough, the mini fridge is still not there. But we'll get to that too. And I'm trying to think of anything else that, but none of those things will stop me from getting out there on the road. You know, I can get out there and add those things as I go. I wanted to have it 100% completed, but you know, we'll see. We have a little time left. And for people that wants to know, I hadn't forgot about the AC. Like I said, I had to stop work on it for just a minute due to the severe storms that were passing through the area. A lot of rain. I don't have a covered area to work, and that requires me to be outside to finish those add those layers of UV protectant and polyurethane and the sure urethane that I'm using on it. And I gotta get it all the way around, top to bottom, make sure it's completely sealed and dry before I add each coat. And it's about 5 or 6 coats going on it. Then not to mention the button snaps and the spare tire cover modification that'll cover it. It's easy, but it's gotten a little complicated, tightening everything up. Everything's falling in place as planned. And like I said, when I install it, I'm not gonna leave. As you can see, I'm in a complex, and granted, there's not a lot of crime in this area. It's just working class people. But you know, I'm not going to create a situation where the van will be compromised. You know, once I install it, it's going to be all the way installed, buttoned down, snapped up in stealth mode in one day. I like to keep that atmosphere of mystery going. You know, people see me working on it and stuff like that. You know, sometimes I get a few questions. Most times I don't. A guy actually stopped by here one day and had a long conversation with me. He said he was looking into doing something like it, and he really liked the way I had it set up. It's what mainly he was talking about the AC. He was quite interested in how I was doing it, and I told him. But the guy with his living conditions, really, he had a long way to go. He didn't even have a van at that point. I said, that's your first step. I suggested. And anyway, I don't know if he took my advice or not. Hopefully he did. And my spare tire is not, first of all, it's the wrong size tire, and second of all, it's on flat. So that's definitely something I'm going to get on immediately, because I have to have that spare tire. I only have one spare tire, and that's how I'll be rolling. And you know, as far as the under seat storage goes, let me see. I don't have my tripod. I got this. I want to kind of break this table down without stirring up too much, shaking too much. Look at that. Just lift it out of there. See, no problem. And oh, that's in there. Oh, look at that. Hey, no problem. And it's out. That's gonna be sweet. And you can see I had to drill a hole through the plate in the van. My gas tank is like right there, so I had to make sure that I didn't run through that gas tank. And I went and got some stainless screws. And I started to buy that bore drill deal, but this is the budget kept stiff van, so I just took my big drive drill, and I had my cheap drill, and I was like, it didn't have enough chutzpah behind it. Kept hanging and stalling, so I had to go get the Milwaukee, and it went through it like butter. And I just draw a circle on the metal. I cut the carpet back, and I just traced that circle with my drill, those holes, and then I just took a hammer and boop, knocked it in. Well, the hole's not a smooth hole, but it fit in there perfectly. But who's gonna ever see the hole? You have to get under to see it. Like I said, I got to get under there myself and silicone that opening. That's the crack around it, because it's about a 3/16, 4/16, 5/16 inch gap all the way around that. So that it's gonna have to be sealed up. I don't want a lot of rainwater getting in that. But I'm gonna show a little underseat storage. And I don't know, I might keep my net right there. I don't know. Now this is the underseat storage, which says it's chunky. But I got my Smoky Joe in here. Look, you see how that fit? My little Weber Smoky Joe, I just flipped it upside down. And the top went upside down, the grill is right under there. I actually measured it so it would fit. It just, so I got about a 1/4 inch in there. I gotta have that Smoky Joe out there with me. And of course, you know what that is. You know, I don't know where I got it at. I guess a yard sale, or maybe the thrift store. And another thing I started to get rid of is my art table. I like to draw things and stuff like that. So this art table. Now check this art table out. This table was a fixed table. at first. I needed it to be portable. So I took the screws out and I used hose clamps. Now this thing is stiff as a board. It can open. It just swings open just like that. And I can just drop the table down on it. It's fully adjustable. And I'm saving so much space with it. Like this. And man, it feels stronger than it did when it was fixed. Let's take it. You know, it's adjustable. It has up and down, tilt. Hopefully I'll set that thing up and I can get back to some drawing. I like drawing nature, birds, and stuff like that, lakes and stuff. A lot of sketching. So that's something I want to get back into, and I got a table to do it with. Now, now. Well, anyway, I don't want to shake everybody to death. That's pretty much it on the video. I'll set all this stuff back up. I'll keep the table set up for a while. I like it set up. It don't matter which way it goes. It can go up or down. It really doesn't matter. It's back together. And y'all take care out there. Until next time, don't forget to subscribe. And this is Rod Reddick. God bless America. It's Rod Reddick signing off. Y'all take care. Pursue that adventure. Take it easy, guys.